So let's talk more about this growing problem with our veterans, shall we, under the Biden regime? Kate Monroe is a Marine and the founder of VETCOMM, and now a candidate for California's 49th Congressional District. She joins us in studio today to talk about her mission to help our homeless vets. How are you?
I'm excited to be here.
Thanks for coming in.
Thanks
Appreciate
so much.
it. And you were, I shouldn't say were because I know you jarheads, we can't use the word former.
Once
You're
a Marine. Yes,
always
once one,
Marine.
always one. Yes.
I know. Us Zoomies can say former Air Force.
Yeah.
So thank you for your service, first and foremost.
Yeah, thank you for yours.
When did you get involved in this and realize that, holy cow, not only do we have a massive problem with our homeless veterans, but now in the last couple of years, because of a new administration focusing more on non-American citizens than our heroes who served us, is skyrocketed. So is that what kind of kicked you into gear to do this? Or
It sort of did. You know, I'm the CEO of VETCOMM, and we get veterans who are not collecting their disability compensation. We get them their disability compensation. That's what we do. But a lot of the people we were helping would come to us and they were in transitionary housing because they were homeless. Tons of homeless vets. The per capita of homeless vets is very large. So we branded ourselves a side hustle charity to basically take our for-profit funds and help all these vets as in a nonprofit way to get them out of transitionary housing.
Great.
Well, after doing that, I said, this is too late in the game to be helping them. They already have been helped, right? They're on the road. What about all the other thousands of people that are still on the street? So I had a couple of experts take me out in downtown San Diego on my birthday just this last year on May 1st. And we ended up going viral for what we found. I actually exposed San Diego's homeless problem nationally, and I think it just changed my heart. You know, now I've talked to about 1,000 homeless people, including veterans, and you can't go out and speak with them and understand the gravity of the problem and then turn a blind eye to it. And so I think that's what really did it. And then in the last couple months, doing all this research, finding that migrants are taking their places in VA hospitals.
Isn't that disgusting?
Yeah. There's a new thing that's happening. All the VA HUD-VASH funds are actually being rerouted to migrants as well. So you cited 8% increase. It's actually 18% because it was going down.
Tells us.
Because it was going down.
So yeah, I'm only reading what the government says. You probably have the real numbers.
Yeah, I mean closer to 18%, and that's just a travesty in our country.
Like inflation's only 7, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Right. Sure it is. We all spend every day. We know. How can we help you? Because here's the thing. I remember when I first moved to Las Vegas years ago in 08. I was there from about 8 to 13. That was when the bubble popped.
Yeah.
Homelessness went up throughout the country because everybody's losing their homes. So did veterans. That's back when we had the highest number. This is the highest in 12 to 13 years.
Correct.
Back then we had a reason. There was a housing bubble.
Yes.
I lost some homes. Thank goodness I didn't have homeless. I had a job. But a lot of veterans got kicked to the streets back then. There's no excuse today. Yes, we have a bad economy. But we didn't have a housing bubble pop yet.
No.
This is clearly this regime's decision to focus on replacing the electorate by allowing millions of illegals in.
Correct.
And not looking to the men and women that provide that blanket of freedom for you to sit up there on a stage every day, no matter what president or presidential candidate is, and spew your BS.
Yes.
And yet, to me, that's the biggest travesty of this nation ever. And there's a lot, folks, is when the men and women that served it are out there on the streets living on it.
Well, the deprioritization of veterans in general during this administration has just been staggering.
Right.
You know, they see 1 million federal employees at VA hospitals to the tune of almost $4 billion. 161,000 migrants were seen in VA hospitals. The entire VA HUD-VASH program almost was given to migrants. And you wonder why the rise. And then we don't rehabilitate people's mental health before we let them out of service.
Oh, don't get me started on mental health.
During COVID, we let out a ton of service members that wouldn't get their shot with no runway of funds. Well, when you're a kid, you're 18, 19, 20 years old, you're not budgeting. But what if you were just being a tank mechanic? What are you going to do now when you get out? You run out of funds and they end up homeless circumstantially. Different than the general homeless population.
And if they got PTSD, all they want to do is give them opioids, and then if they get out and they lose touch with the VA, they can't get their opioids anymore, they got to turn to drugs on the streets.
Correct.
It's just such a vicious cycle. I get so pissed off talking about our brothers and sisters that are being left behind. Makes me want to scream and cry and hurt someone.
Yeah, and I do it every day.
How can we help you?
Well, you know, I'm the executive director of House the Heroes, so you could find us at housetheheroes.org. Okay. If you run any of these transitionary programs, we would, no matter where you are in the country, we will come and we will put on functions where you can bring 20 to 50 of your homeless vets, and we will make all their claims. We will prepare them to go and get funded by the VA. We will manage that whole process for them free of charge.
Great.
We would love for you to reach out to us at housetheheroes.org. If you know a homeless veteran in transition, reach out to us, because the thing that they need to transition with is money. I mean, if they've been transformed and they're ready to go back out into the world, they need money.
And you know what? Our homeless vets get to take a few of our tax dollars, okay, folks? Because you're giving billions to homeless illegals every damn day. So let's give a little bit of cash to our vets. We're out of time, but Kate, I also know you're running for Congress.
Yes.
In the 49th in California. Is that the district down here that we're in or close to it?
It's actually from Del Mar, so North San Diego, South Orange County, all the way up to Dana Point. And you can find me at kateforcongress.com.
They got it on the screen. So if you're watching right now from somewhere in SoCal, you might be in her district, look her up. If you want to help the cause, that website one more time to help the cause.
housetheheroes.org.
Housetheheroes.org. Kate Monroe, thank you for your service
so much.
back then and tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate you so much.